Hey guys, what's up and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking this video. I am Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa. In this tutorial, I am going to teach you how to translate this awesome Figma design to a Next.js or React equivalent. First things first, you might want this design, you might want this file. Please check the link in the description below to this awesome UI design, this Figma file. And also when I'm done, you might want to check the source code. If you want the source code, also check in the description below. I've got a link to my Substack. When you click that link, you will have to subscribe to my newsletter, and then automatically you are going to get a welcome email with a list of all the source code that I have created. This source code will be the last item there, and then with this name, okay, with this name. So with that being said, let's just jump straight into it. So what's the first step? The first step, we need to export some assets. What are assets? Assets are those design items which we need in development, things like the logo. So there is no way that we can programmatically create a logo, so we need to export those. Sometimes if we want to get our design to be exactly like this in development, we need to export these icons as well. But obviously there is another way of getting these icons without exporting them, so we will just have to choose or to see if do we want to use these exactly, or do we want to some sort of use other ones. So maybe I will try both. Okay, I will take these two from here, and I will take these two from the other way, so that I can show you both ways. And also I'm going to show you the pros and cons. Okay, what are the advantages of doing this and what are the disadvantages of doing that? Okay, so let's get into that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to come here, double click, so that I can only select the tree, okay, or this icon, not the name. Okay, and then from then I'm going to export it as SVG. Okay, when I'm exporting it as SVG, I don't really mind how small it is, because SVG don't pixelate. Okay, they can scale as much as they want to, or they can be as big as possible. So I'm going to export this. As you can see, guys, we have exported this. Okay, so I think that is it for now. Okay, we will export other things as we go. Okay, I'm happy with this. What are other assets that you might not be aware of? Okay, as much as these graphic icons or these graphic elements, they are visible and they are visual, you can easily identify them as assets, including the images. There are some other assets that you don't see, okay, or really don't notice, and those are colors. Okay, so we might as well, even though we are not going to export them, but we might as well extract the colors. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, and let's check. Okay, we've got a border color here, as you can see. Okay, Control V, Control C, Control V. Let's see, Control D to duplicate. Okay, and then let's take this color, this one. I'm sampling this color. Okay, let me put a stroke there so that I can see this. Okay, so as you can see, guys, we've got these colors. One thing that I forgot is the image. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this image first, paste it. Let's see, or let me duplicate all of this. Let's see, duplicate, as you can see, and I will extract this, and then I will ungroup this, then I will delete this, then I will have this image, and then I'm going to take it out. All right, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to scale it up a little bit. I'm pressing shift at the same time. The reason why I'm scaling it up, I want to get a high resolution image so that I can what can I say, scale it down in when I'm coding in development. Okay, instead of exporting it here as small, and maybe when I'm scaling it up and then it will pixelate something like this. Okay, so that's why I'm scaling it up. So now let's take this and let's export this image. Export it as a JPG. Okay, and that is it. All right, so from here we can just press Z. As you can see, here is our folder, and then we can click open. Okay, now we are inside this folder. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to go to the terminal here, and then inside the terminal we want to run npm create dash next dash app at 14. Okay, let's see. npx create, okay, npm create next dash app at latest at 14, not latest. My apologies about that. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, guys, we are creating a Next.js project, but we are creating it with version 14. The reason why I'm doing that, it's simply because version 15 uses React 19, and when you install some packages, they give some issues. This is a beginner friendly tutorial just to teach you about Next.js basics, which have nothing to do with the latest version. It's like they will work in any version. Okay, so let's continue. So here it's asking us about the name of the project. Let's just say ZL, let's just say that. And then TypeScript, yes. For here you can just click yes, and that is it. Okay, nothing much. Okay, I tried using the latest version of Next.js and it gave me some issues which might delay us in this project. Okay, there's a lot of things to fix. Okay, for instance, some packages don't really fit well, and I don't want to confuse you with those things. Okay, so with that being said, let's just pause the video until this finishes. Okay guys, I'm back. So as you can see, we are done. The first thing that you need to note is that we are not inside this folder. Okay, we are not inside the project folder, the ZL project folder, so we need to be there. Okay, so what I usually do when I'm here, I just click reveal in Explorer, and then I will copy this. Okay, I will copy this, and then I will come here, open folder, and then I will paste that here and press enter, don't forget, and then select the folder, so that to make sure that we are inside this folder. And then let's go to the terminal. Okay, go back to the terminal, npm run dev. We just want to check if everything is going well. Okay, so as you can see, it looks like everything is going well. We can check this localhost 3000. Let's go back here, localhost 3000. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've got our next project here and it's running. Let's just push it to this site. Now, before we go to the next step, a little bit about me. I am Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa. In case you don't know, I have created my own component library, which is Met Component. It's just wrapping ShadCN and fixes some ShadCN things that I don't like. Let's not say those are mistakes. let's say things that I don't like about ShadCN. For instance, let me just show you here a form. It's a met form. This is also a component that you can some sort of copy and paste with all the ready-made functionalities such as these. Check here, guys. Okay, so this is just, I'm just showing you a brief let's just take even this image. Okay, so as you can see, this is ShadCN. Okay, everything, these input, these are ShadCN input, but as you can see, the styling, it's a bit different. Okay, you cannot really tell if it's ShadCN. So enough about this. In case you might want to support me, please check my Udemy courses. Check the link also in the description below. There will be course 1 and course 2. Course 1 will be Next.js ShadCN UI with TypeScript, and course 2 will be React Advanced Component Composition. So this is a beginner friendly, and this is more of an advanced what can I say, course. Okay, let's go back to business. Okay, so we are here, guys. Now, so what we want to do, we have a guide, okay, which is the UI. So we cannot do anything without the guide. So let's come back here. Remember, we have exported only this SVG, okay, only this, without this name. So meaning that in development, we have to always put this logo and this name. Okay, so what if maybe we want to use this here and also we want to use it somewhere else? Are we going to always some sort of put the name close to this? No, guys, as you can see, we will be repeating ourselves. So let's create this logo as a component, like as in one thing, okay, so that we can use that one thing everywhere. Okay, so let's come back here. So the first thing that we need to do, let's just quickly do the cleanup, which is something that is easy. You just go to app and come here and Control A, delete everything, RAFCE. Okay, that means we just type here test. This just means that we are deleting this and we are putting test here. In case you might want this code snippet or what I did, RAFCE thing, you can just go to here, extension, and what do I type here? This is, let me type Redux. Let's see, ES7, this one. Okay, ES7 React Redux React Native snippet. Okay, you install this plugin, then you will be able to get those shortcuts. Okay, so let's go back here. Do we have a folder components here? No. Do you know what, guys? The first thing that we are supposed to do, the very first, my apologies for being ahead of myself, we need to first install ShadCN. Why must we start with ShadCN? Okay, or why would I prefer that you start with installing some packages, okay, more especially the UI libraries? Simply because these UI libraries will modify your Next.js files. Okay, so imagine when you are already on 50% of your project and you install ShadCN, and ShadCN modify your UI files. And then when you look at your project again, you start to see that the colors that you are there, that you've declared, the color variables, they are not there. Your CSS file has been overwritten, and now there is ShadCN code there instead of your code. So that is risky. So the first thing that we need to do, we need to install ShadCN. So how do we install ShadCN? It's very easy, guys. You just go here, search for ShadCN UI, then ShadCN UI, let's see, and then docs. Okay, and then installation, we want to install it for next. As you can see, guys, we just copy this and paste it here. Okay, let me terminate this and let me type clear to clear everything, and then let's just paste. Okay, also installing ShadCN, it's very easy. Okay, it's not that difficult. You just click enter. Okay, more like yes. I think this doesn't have a problem, or don't mind about that. If it's a major thing, we will deal with it. We will cross that bridge when we get there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause the video until this finishes. Okay, that was quick. As you can see, this is done. Okay, so let's see what this has done. Suppose it has created a folder which is component. That's what ShadCN usually do, and inside that folder there will be UI. Okay, ShadCN will only do that once we create once we install, or once we create any ShadCN component. Okay, once we add any ShadCN component. Okay, for instance here, let's just copy this just to add any ShadCN component so that ShadCN can create that folder for us. Let's just click here, add, and then ShadCN will create a folder component somewhere here. And then let's go to Tailwind config. In the meantime, let's see how it is. Okay, as you can see, this Tailwind config has got extend here. Okay, extend, something that you don't see when you recently installed Next.js. Okay, all these colors are not here. These are here because ShadCN has put these here, as you can see. Okay, so that this means that ShadCN has modified this. Okay, so as you can see, guys, we've got components here, we've got UI, and we've got button. Okay, that means that is a ShadCN button. Okay, what else do I want to do here? From here we want to create this component. Okay, this is the component that we want to create. So let's close this. Okay, I think there is a folder which is not here, which is public. Okay, let's create a folder here, public. Okay, and let's create on public, let's just create assets, and then from assets we need to put all the assets there. Okay, let's just copy these as they are and then come back here in assets and let's paste them. Okay, and then we need to rename these. This VG1, we're just going to type logo, and this one we're just going to type what is it, let's just say img. Okay, it's just an image. All right, so that means we have those. Let's go to components. Apologies about that. Let me try to zoom in my screen. Let's go to components, and then not UI but just components. And then here on components, I'm going to create logo as a component, logo.tsx. Okay, I'm going to press RAFCE. Sorry, RAFCE. Why now? Okay, as you can see. Okay, now let's just change this logo to be a capital letter so that it can be a component. Okay, and then we are done. So what we want to do here first, we want a next image. Okay, we want a next image. We want a next image, and then next image will want a lot of things. Next image, I think it will want a width. Okay, it will want a height. It will want a height. Okay, to want a height. It will want an alt. It will want an href. Is that href? Let's see. Oh, src, sorry. A source. It doesn't have to be square brackets. A source, which is in our case is going to be /assets, and then logo.svg. Let's check our height, and that is it for this one. And then somewhere here we will put the name. Let's just type what, let's say h5. and then let's type Xyla. Okay, this component, we are not using it yet. As you can see, it's just a standalone component. So we need to go to our main page and we need to some sort of import it, meaning that we are using it. Okay, let's check. Press Control on Windows and space so that we can import it. Okay, and then close it by pressing a / and then it will be closed. So suppose now this image is here. Let's see, is this going to change, or we can refresh manually. Let's just double check. This is not running, my mistake. npm run dev. All right, let's see, is the image there or not there? Let's refresh and see. Okay, the image is there and the name is there. I'm happy with that, but the image is too big, as you might have noticed. Let's go back here. So that was 100. Let's try 50. Okay, 50. And now we are going to increase the pace a little bit. So let's try this. And then, okay. So I hope you can see everything here. Let me just remove this. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to use a Tailwind class. We are going to style this, okay, class name. And then what we want to do here, we want flex first. And then what else? After we are done with flex, we want, let's save and see what will happen. As you can see, this is flex row. I like that. Let's justify center. See what will happen. This takes in the center. And then align items center. Let's say just justify center and items center. Okay, and let's click save. As you can see, okay, because we are using flex, we can just type a gap here, give a gap of 5. Let's see, give this a gap of 5. 5 is too much. Okay, and then let's come here on this one and let's put the class name, and then we want to change the font text. Let's see, let's say 20 pixel and see. Okay, I'm somewhat happy with that, but my 50, I'm not happy with this 50 of mine. Let's try 40. Looks like this image is too big. Yes, I think this is fine. I'm happy with this. So now we've got a component, which is a logo component that we can always use whenever we want to, as you can see, guys. Okay, I'm happy with that. So what we want to do next, okay, we need to be clever. What do I mean by being clever? Let's see, let me maximize this. So when I'm saying we need to be clever, we need to really now think about things. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to plan your code. Okay, not just code and that's it. So let's make use of a layout. If you see this design, what we are going to do, when we click on home, this will appear. That doesn't mean this navigation bar and this footer will disappear. So the navigation bar and the footer will always be here. Okay, so Next.js makes it easier for us to some sort of put the components that will always be here where on the layout. Okay, so let's do that. So this logo belongs to the layout. Okay, let me just type here and type home. So this logo doesn't belong here, it belongs to the layout. Okay, it belongs to the layout. Okay, let's see. So this logo belongs to the layout, and let's see, where is my project? Okay, as you can see, it's not there, And then what I want to do now, I want to go to Next.js and then layout. Okay, so as you can see, this is the layout. Okay, so in the layout, what I want to do, I want to have a div, okay, the one that I will control, and then the children will be inside this div. Okay, and then I will have another div, the one that will act as a, what can I say, let me first control space and import this, the one that will act as a navbar. Okay, let's just give it a background color of gray so that we can see it. Okay, as you can see, here is it. Okay, so now it's not part of the children, it's in the layout. Okay, so what we want to do as well, we can create a div here and then type it footer, type footer here, and then we can give it the same class here, and then we can just change this to green. Okay, so as you can see, so these, okay, this header and this footer will always be here, but as you can see, and they are not being pushed like to the edge, okay, like to the top and to the bottom. So if we want to do that, we can then always have another div here, okay, which will have a class name, let's say flex. Okay, let's see, does it have to have flex? Let's see. For now, what I want to do has nothing to do with this flex, what I want to achieve, as much as this might have flex, but for now I don't really need that. So what I want to do, let me check the parent folders. First of all, let me structure my code. Okay, we've got a parent here that houses, or that some sort of parents everything. Okay, everything is inside here. And then what I want to do, this parent needs to have a class name, a property of flex. Okay, that means it displays flex, and obviously things now are not the way we want to, because it makes these to be rows. Okay, that's not what we want. So we want to type here flex column. Okay, so now things are back to normal. Okay, as you can see, because this parent is flex, we can come here to the div that has got the children and make a flex of 1. So that means we are saying it must take the entire space. Let's see why it's not doing that. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, where is the parent? Here is the parent. You are a child, and you are a child, and you are a child. If you guys are governed by flex as a parent, okay, flex as a parent, if you take a, and this is flex column, if you take a flex of 1, okay, yes, flex 1, you are supposed to take the entire remaining space. Let me just type here bg like this. Let's go back and see. Okay, let's say bg1. Okay, as you can see here, is it all okay? Now let me ask myself, what is the height of the parent container? As you can see, this is the parent container. Does it have a height? I don't think so. So that means it's as little as possible. That's not what we want. Let's say height of our height is going to be, let's first try height of full. Let's see. Okay, that means the height must be full. Let's see if that is going to work. This is supposed to be height of 100%. Let's see, this doesn't really want to. That's not a problem. Let's then give it a height of screen. Okay, As you can see now, that is a height of screen. It's 100% view age, like it's more like fit in the whole screen. Check here, the actual CSS like style, it's height 100% VH. Okay, so now that's why this can.
Hey guys, my apologies for disturbing. In case you didn't know, we've got a course at Udemy. If you're watching this on Coded Design, I also got another YouTube channel for teaching you Figma, and that channel is Coded UI. In case you want to be updated by everything that we do here at Coded Design, please check the link in the description below to our Substack newsletter. Thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying.
Can take effect. Let me show you. If we remove this flex of 1, this is not going to push these guys, but if it's flex of 1, okay, it's going to push these guys to the bottom. I'm happy with this. All right, so as you can see, guys, we're getting there in terms of the layout. So you put these on this layout. Okay, so let's see, do we want to, let me go to this logo and see if is it necessary for us to justify content. Let's see, if we don't justify content, what will happen? This will always move to this. I like it, don't have a problem with that. So as you can see, guys, we're getting there. We have managed to have the header and the footer, but I don't think our colors are what we want them to be. Okay, our colors are not what we want them to be. So let's go back here, and then what I want to do here, I want to check all the colors. So let's make this color primary and secondary and tertiary. Let's name them according to that. So let me copy this and then come back here to Tailwind config. Okay, go back here, Tailwind config. Do I want Tailwind config? I think so. I'm extending colors, yes. Okay, and then we are having background here. For us, we are going to have, since most UI libraries, they use primary, secondary, and tertiary, or sometimes tertiary. For us, let's just say, in my component library, okay, I always have met primary. Okay, this MTT thing just makes this primary color, like this primary, unique. Instead of writing here primary, maybe this ShadCN as a library, it might have primary color. Okay, so there will be some sort of a conflict. Things are not going to work the way I want to. So what I'm going to do, since I'm used to met, okay, my own library, so I'm just going to type here met primary. Feel free to put whatever you want. Okay, I'm going to use met primary just to make these colors unique. Okay, met secondary. Okay, and met tertiary. Okay, and then let's go back here. Okay, let's copy secondary. All right, and then let's go and copy tertiary as well. Tertiary as well. I think what have I done now? Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think I'm done with the colors, and then let's go and test if everything works well. Okay, so we want to check the footer. So what we want to do, the footer is inside the layout. Then instead of using this BG green, let's just type here BG MTT. As you can see, guys, MTT primary. Then let's click save. And then we've got our own colors and everything. It's working well. Looks like we're making a progress here. Okay. What else do we want to do? The UI is there to help us as a guide, so we must always refer to it. Okay. Okay, so what we want now, as you can see here, there is there is some sort of a padding, a very nice padding here, but it's not here on the footer, it's only here. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Let's see. Let's go to the layout and see. Okay, so we are here in the layout. Okay, we've got this that surrounds everything. What if we can take the footer out of this? For instance, let me show you what I mean. Let's say padding X, let's make it 80 pixel. Okay, let's see what will happen. Okay, as you can see, everything here has applied the padding, including the footer, of which that is not what we want. Okay, we want the footer to be free, so we can extract the footer to outside this so that it cannot be affected, but it looks like at the same time it's not showing. That's not much of a problem. We will fix this. Okay, we will fix this, don't mind. Okay, as you can see, everything is working. Okay, let's think about responsiveness. Okay, let's think about responsiveness. I'm thinking this padding won't stay like this as the screen shrinks. Okay, as the screen is getting smaller, I don't think this padding will stay like this. So let's make this padding, let's see. Now we have to think in a responsive way. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's put our breakpoints on larger screen. Okay, let's say on extra large screen. On extra large screen, the px will be 160. Will be 160 here. This will be 160. Okay, that's XL, extra large. On large screen, the px, padding x, is supposed to be 160 minus 40. Let's say it's 120. Okay, after large LG, and then on SM, okay, we've got XL, we've got XL, extra large, we've got large, we've got SM, okay, which is PX is going to be let's say 80 pixel. Okay, on mobile devices, then PX is going to be, let's say 20, or let's say 30 maybe, but 30 is too much, but let's just put it anyway. So let's go and check if our screen our screen is going to respond accordingly. As you can see, okay, as you can see, this becomes bigger here, but as we scroll down, this is our breakpoint, this is another breakpoint. Okay, I think this breakpoint is the mobile one. Okay, so as you can see, guys, this changes with the screen. Okay, I'm happy with this. That means we are done with this. Now let's work on this method. Okay, so our container, which is the overall container, the mother container, has got a height of screen, which it has worked before, but now it's no longer working. We need to do some mathematics. So what we are going to do, let's check how big is our footer. Okay, let's say we cannot really see, by the way. Let's see this height. This height is 168. Let's say this height is 170. What if maybe this footer we can make it a height of 170? Okay, how would it look like? Let's say 180. Okay, let's go back here and let's check. I think I like this. Okay, 170 will do. Okay, because 180 looks like it's too big. Okay, as you can see, guys, now what we want to do, we want this footer to always be on the visible screen. Okay, on the screen it must be visible, because now if you take this container and push it to screen, it always pushes this outside the screen. That's not what we want. So we need to do a little bit of CSS mathematics. Okay, so on this height of screen we want to minus 170 so that this can be accommodated. So the component that was screen in terms of the height, that was like filling the entire screen, we want to tell it, don't fill the entire screen, fill the entire screen but minus 170 so that this can be visible. So let's just get into it. Where is that component? The one that fills the entire screen. Here is it. So now the h of this component need to be calculated. I think we're going to do it in this way. This always give me some tough time, I don't know, but let's hope now it's not going to give me some tough time. Okay, it's calc and then 100% VH, okay, and then minus 170 pixel. Suppose that is it. Okay, calc, okay, and here is the actual CSS. It's going to be calc 100% VH minus 170 pixels. Suppose this works now. Let's see. Let's save. As you can see, guys, everything work. At least now this time it didn't give me much of a problem. Okay, so that means the height now it's 100% view height, but minus 170 so that this can fit in here. I think this is just CSS mathematics. Okay, so this is mobile, let's say this is mobile SM, and then this is LG. Okay, so now I think at this point in time we're only ending on LG. Okay, we can adjust these accordingly as we wish, but we have already started to have some responsiveness here. Okay, and I'm happy with this. So what next do we want to do? Apologies about that. What we want to do now, I don't think we want the colors. Okay, I don't think we want the colors. Let's see. Here, I don't think we want this PG gray. Okay, but here we can leave this home as it is. Let's check now here how big this is. Okay, this is almost like the height, it's 83. Let's make it 90. Okay, so the height of this, we can make it 90. Let's go back and see how it is. As you can see, happy with that. Even though it looks like it's too much, 90 is too much. I think 80 is fine. Happy with this. And also here, I think this 170, it's too much. Let's make it 160. Okay, or 15, let's say. Then we can go back here on the math and then 15. Okay, perfect. All right, and then what we want to do then, let's just maximize this and see. Okay, I'm somewhat happy with this. Let's check. Okay, I think this is that 160. Point, breakpoint, breakpoint. Okay, so let's go to inspect and let's do it like this. We want to see the mobile. Okay, so on the mobile it's going to be 30. I think 30 is too much on the mobile. Okay, this is too much on the mobile. Let's make it, but it's fine. Okay, but I'm happy with it. It's fine. Okay, cool. Let's continue, guys. Okay, let's keep it going and keep it flowing. So what I want to do now, I want to do what? Let's check. Let's continue with this navigation bar, this part. Now we're going to deal with this part. Okay, so as much as this logo is inside the layout, okay, I think there is a component here which is a navigation bar, which I might not we might not really notice it, but here is it. Okay, so we need to extract this logo again and put it on the navigation bar component. So this is what we have to do. We just have to come to component and create navbar.tsx RAFCE, and then we need to extract the logo from the layout. Okay, now we need to take this from the layout. Okay, we'll be back, and then we are going to paste this here, and then control space, import the logo. And then we know that the height is 180 and the width is full, and then BG gray, just to test if okay. That means if we have removed the navbar, we need to import it here on the layout. Obviously press control and space, then we import it / so that it can be closed. And then let's go back here, and then let's check what is going on. As you can see, guys, exactly what we want. Okay, this navbar, this has not been centered properly. So what we want to do, let's go to the navbar, and then what we want here, we want to display flex, and what else do we want to do? We want to items align center. Please go back and check. I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm happy with this. So now what we want to do, we want the navigation item, home, service, get involved, and contact us. Okay, so we want those inside a different inside a different div. So let's just make these P's. Okay, paragraph, which is home. Let me just copy them as they are. Okay, copy these as they are. Home, services, get involved, and this. Okay, let's just go back and see how they are. As you can see, everything is like one on top of each other. That's not what we want, and I hope by now you know how are we going to solve that problem. It's displaying flex, and then with a gap, let's say a gap of 5, with justify center, items, center. Let's see how things are going to be. As you can see, okay, and now this is just touching here, which is I don't want it to be like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check margin left auto so that it can push itself to the rightmost of the screen. As you can see, I'm happy with this, but then again we need some buttons. So right after this one we need some buttons, so I'm going to put another div here. Okay, put a class name, obviously flex, and then let's put a gap between those div, a gap of 5. a gap of 5 between those buttons, a gap of 5, and let's also justify center and item center. And what else do I want? Let's say button, which is from ShadCN. As you can see, from ShadCN, button 1, login, and then button 2, maybe button 2, it's register. Let's just see how things are. Okay, login and register. I'm somewhat happy with this. And then in terms of the margin on the side, let's go back and see. Okay, let's go back and see. What if maybe we can change this so that everything could be like center, so that there could be equal gap between this and this and this one and this one. I think to me that will be the best thing to do. So let's go to that margin left, which is auto. Let me remove it. So everything will be here, and then I'm going to work on align items where here, items center, and then I'm justifying them between. Okay, that means a space between. This is the actual CSS, justify content space between. Space between will give an equal space in between this one and this one. This way works in terms of responsiveness, because now check here, this will respond automatically. Okay, as you can see. Okay, as you can see, these gaps are just getting smaller and smaller. That is because of space between. Okay, we don't really have to make these unequal. Okay, so what else do I want to do? I'm not sure about this gap of 5. I think we can increase it. Let's make it 8 and see. I think even 8 is small. Let's make it 12. Okay, I want it to be noticeable. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, but now these buttons are not exactly what we want them to be, as you can see. So let me remove this grayish color and deal with the buttons. Okay, let's see. Do I have a variant here, which is variant? Can I have outline here? Yes, I think so. Let's say how is outline. Okay, I think outline is exactly what we want. And then this one, the background just needs to be primary, and that is it. Okay, and then this one, class name, let's say PG met primary. Okay, happy with that. Okay, and then the gaps, I think 5 is too much. Okay, as you can see, guys, now we are done with this one. Okay, so let's check our responsiveness. Okay, how far can this respond? As you can see, once we get into somewhere here, things are starting to, what can I say, things are not exactly as we want them to be. Okay, so for now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to delete this. I'm going to remove it. But when I'm removing it, I think I will have to put something. Okay, let's do things the proper way. I'm not just going to hide it and do nothing after that. So how are we going to solve this problem? I think this problem is simpler than I think. Let's go to met component, not met component, sorry, to ShadCN. And on ShadCN, I'm looking for a component I think it's a sheet component. Okay, let's first go there. I think it's a sheet component. P2RST, this one. Let's check what this does. Yes, it appears like this. Yeah. All right, not a problem. Remember, I said there are two options to go about working with icons. The first one, you can export these icons as they are. The disadvantage with that, it's not easy to change colors because these are some sort of cooked food already. You can't separate cooked food, okay? But if you are working with icons from development, which is from installing a package, then those icons you can manipulate them. You can change the hover and everything. So now I think we need to install some package icon, which is now I'm dealing with Next.js. Which one is it? Let me think. My apologies about that. Is it not React Native icons? Now switching between React Native and Next.js, sometimes I forget the packages. Let's say React icons. It's going to come here on my Google search. It's coming now. Okay, let me see. Maybe I'm going to find it here. Okay, let's see. Maybe let's see. This one is React icons. Maybe let me try React icons. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, let me try React icons. Maybe I'm not going to try. Okay, and then let me search for it here. React icons documentation. I want to see how it is. Here is it. Yeah, I think I was looking for this React icons. Okay, and then let me install it. React icons, copy this, and then let's go here. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this, I want to add the hamburger menu icon. I want that. That's why I'm here. So if I go to their documentation, I can search here, menu, those 3 lines. Okay, something like this. Okay, I can import this. Where is it going to be part of the navbar? Yes, I think so. Import this, and then I can use it like this. Okay, so I'm just going to put it where? I think next to the buttons, somewhere here. All right, let's go back and check. Is it running first? Npm run dev. Okay, so if you are wondering what am I doing now, I'm just pressing the arrows so that to get the command that I've executed previously, npm run dev. Okay, now I'm a bit lost. I don't know. Oh, okay. This was not showing. My apologies about that. So now I'm waiting for this to appear here. The menu icon. Let's see, is this still running? Yes, okay. I want the menu icon. As you can see, guys, here is the menu icon. I'm happy with this. What I want to do now, okay, I want to create a div of some sort to wrap this menu icon. And then do I have the size here? Let me make it a size of 50 and see how big is it going to be. It looks like, okay, this is size of 50, which is too big. Let's try 30. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then what I want to do, class name. I think you know by now there's nothing we can do without flex. Flex, justify center, items align center, BG, gray. I want it to be some sort of light gray in a way, rounded, MD, the width and height, or let me just put a padding for now. A shortcut, I'm lazy. Let's see if it's going to work. I think it's working. I'm happy with it. Okay, but the background is too dark. Okay, maybe if it's 100. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then on hover, what happened? BG becomes darker. BG becomes darker, and on hover, the text becomes white. Okay, text color is white. Let's see. And also on hover, the cursor pointer, the cursor is pointer, which is going to change. Let's see. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, this makes sense to me. But this is not going to appear here. When this disappears, and then this has to appear. So I need now to some sort of estimate when is this going to disappear, which is this one. Let's first hide this one on mobile. Which one is that one? It's let's see. It's this one. This one. On mobile, which is you are supposed to be hidden. Okay, sorry. Which is Tailwind. It's a mobile first. Tailwind takes a mobile first approach or system. So meaning that if there's nothing here, there's no breakpoint, it means that you are on mobile by default. So obviously there's a conflicting styles here. Hidden and flex, they are some sort of applying the same thing. They are competing on display. Is display none or display flex? Okay, so I think display flex will start on SM. Okay, as you can see, so on mobile you are going to be hidden, then on SM you are going to be display. So as you can see, guys, this is mobile. We only have got these two. Okay, as you can see, okay, this is mobile. We only have these two, and then it will start to show up on SM. Okay, even showing up on SM doesn't really do much. Let's see on SM. Still on SM, there are some things that really they are not working well. What's the other thing besides SM? Let's say it's LG. Okay, let's see. As you can see, it's gone now, and then it will appear on LG. I think everything works well now. Okay, so this one only appears on mobile. Okay, that means from LG it's hidden. Okay, this one LG it's flex, that one LG it's supposed to be hidden. Where is it? Here is it. So on LG you are hidden. Let's see. Okay, this shows. Okay, you can click it. On LG this appears and this disappears. Okay, as you can see, guys, I'm happy with this. And then now let's go back to ShadCN. Where is ShadCN? And then we want this component, which is the sheet component. So when we click here, we want this to appear. Okay, so how do we install that? We just copy here, come back, let's open another command line or another terminal, and then let's install the sheet. And then how do we use this component? First, we have to import it. Okay, where is it going to be? Okay, I think it's going to be there on the navbar. Let's import everything here. Okay, everything will be here, and then let's go back, and then we use it like this. Okay, so okay, let's just copy it as it is, and then from there we are going to come here. Okay, where there is this icon, as you can see, here is it. Let's just paste it here. Instead of having open, we are going to replace open with this one. Okay, the trigger is going to be this. So when we click our icon, this is supposed to appear. Let's go back here. Okay, show it, and then let's click this. As you can see, so this is going to be our menu now. Okay, then when you close this happens. So I hope, guys, you are learning something. If you do, please don't forget, I've got these 2 awesome courses that I recommend. Okay, this Next.js ShadCN UI with TypeScript. What is interesting about this course is that it starts on Figma. Okay, remember, I'm the best of both worlds. I'm a designer and I'm a developer, so I start on Figma and take things to Next.js. Okay, I don't like to just jump to Next.js and get you confused. You don't know how things started. In case you might be not a beginner, you can just come check here. This is React Advanced Component Composition. Here I'm helping you to, I'm not sure, write a code like an engineer. I'm teaching about design pattern. I'm teaching you about advanced React component composition techniques. Okay, so please, guys, come here and support me. I've got also buy me a coffee as well if you might want to. Okay, want to support. Let's see, do I have another channel? It's Coded UI, guys. Okay, if you might want to learn how this was created, as you can see how this was created, you can just come where you can just come here. You can just come here, guys. My apologies about that. You can just come here. Here is the video tutorial. Okay, so here I'm teaching you, okay, how to design this. Okay, awesome, right? Yes. Okay, so guys, I have to go somewhere. My apologies about that. I have to go somewhere at this time, so let's just make this part 1 of this, okay, video series. Let's just make it part 1. So we are going to end part 1 here. If we don't, then I will rush this tutorial and I won't give you all of me. Okay, I will give you 10% of me because I'm in a hurry. I'm rushing to somewhere. This is a very beginner friendly tutorial. I want you to get these concepts. Okay, so otherwise, thank you so much for making it this far. See you on the next one.